Oh
Oh,
my word!
oh, what?
He's here?
Finally!
Hey!
Wait, who's that?
Wait,
Took him long enough.
that's our missing fifth guy.
Oh,
Oh my god, he jumped! He jumped! No!
Yes.
Oh, no.
No!
Oh.
Oh my lord!
Damn it. Just head up. Keep heading up.
Is he trying to land in the chicken pool?
What?
Alright, here we go.
Nimmits!
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 Oh,
I'm so discombobulated.
hey. Oh,
Nemitz, what happened to your clothes?
I was in there for like a year.
Wait, what happened? What
These are the only clothes I had. I was surviving off my own toenails and saliva.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Get this man some food. Get him some food.
Oh, I was ready to eat these eggs raw. This is yes. Thank you. Oh wow.
A year?
And with that, all the Mind Squad guys are finally on the server, as well as AJ from his solo world. And as for me, I have been working on my mega structure, my base, from courtyards to new domed structures with the red roofs. I've also been working on the interior of the keep, finalizing it, finishing walls, stained glass windows, and the dome. I also have a few farms on the ground level, as well as deep underground. I have an industrial AFK farm that you're going to want to see. So stay tuned for that. And not only that, but we have a item elevator which brings all the resources from the various farms whenever we need them up to a central location where I can grab those resources. So stay tuned. You're going to see them all this episode. I should probably show you what I've been working on in my base. A lot has gone on off camera, mainly due to some technical issues with a former client-side host that myself and several other blooms are no longer using, but that's a story for another day. But as you can see here, we have a sheep farm. It's a very simple sheep farm, but I started decorating it. And because I started decorating it, I realized I want to do a lot more fancy looking farms. And so this is what has brought me to this. This used to be where my lava was. It's now where I have an item elevator, and I can select different things to bring up to myself. Although I have all these switches here, but the organization is down below. And so I do have some less fancy switches. This basically sends a trigger down, and I have an AFK spot for bones. And here come the bone blocks, and it gets loaded up in here. Now, this has stuff in it. It should not have had stuff in it for this demonstration, but let's clear that out. And you'll see in a bit that there'll be some bones that get sorted there. And this is where my bones were. However, I have been busy in other regards, not just with a bone farm, but with a tree farm. But yeah, as you can see, this loads up. I can collect the sources. I can move them here. Can I do automation further so that it gets sorted maybe by a golem? Yeah, I suppose I could, but I'm not worried about that right now. What I should probably show you, though, is where all these bone blocks are coming from. And this is my AFK bone farm. What I do here is I activate my dogs and I kind of hang out here so that the skeletons get coerced into coming here. I'm contemplating setting up an AFK cobblestone generator, but that is not overly important. These dogs are here to finish off any skeletons that survive the fall. But down below, you can see I have some sorting. And yes, you could absolutely make this more compact, but I like to decorate my farms. That is what I have decided I like the most. I have never really done a lot of automation when playing Minecraft before, but I've found so much joy in decorating farms. Down below, we have the item sorters. These could all be right next to each other. We could sort more things. I have bees because I need a lot of wax. They're not overly important right now, but if we go down below, you'll see all the mechanisms here, and there's different pipes leading into it, and I've decorated it with copper. I've pretty much torn out several large rooms in a trial chambers, but that's where all the sorting is, and they come into these pipes, and they get sent down to my item elevator. These are the wrong color. Fix that later. One of the items I still need to split a little bit more, and so I have this sorting area, which I do need to make, but it is essentially, as you can see, armor and bows, and I want to separate them into two different things. So we will have some sorting mechanism here with the iron golems where they will take it from here. Wow. Can you, send that in there, please? Thank you very much. We might need some more golems. But yeah, you can see the pipes come in here, they loop around, they go back out. It's just, oh, no, 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 no. All right, so we will fix that off camera later because I don't really feel like fixing that right now, especially seeing as they're not really doing much. But as you can see, we have these pipes that get sent down. I'll probably set up another pipe, but then all the way down here is where the items get sent. Now we don't have any bone blocks anymore because I wasn't AFKing for that long, but I like this. I like the warped stem, and just down below we can see the mechanisms in action. So we have an updated wall block, you can see there, into an observer which causes a copper bulb to flip-flop, which then sends a signal here. You don't actually need one of these. I just felt like it was more redstone-y, which then causes this to become a clock, and it sends up. Wait, what is it? It's that one, yes. So if we just pop those up in there, and I do believe we could just override this and turn that right off. I do need to find a better way to get up and down here. I'll probably make some water elevators off camera, just so that it's easier to get to different levels where I can do some mining. But yeah, let's deactivate that. Yeah, those are the pumpkins. Those are the bone blocks. You know what? Maybe we'll take these bone blocks and go to the tree farm. Yeah, just over here, we have our first structure that isn't the keep or walls. And I want to fast track this because the server might be short on time. And so I want to finish this build. So a lot of stuff is going to get done off camera. And I want to see all of this filled in. Now, my original plan was to make them all AFK farms with villagers working at different shops, pretending to be the roles of what the AFK farm was. That's going to have to get scrapped because we won't have enough time. Season 2 is happening sooner than you think. And yeah, I still need to decorate this a little bit more. It's looking very flat. We need to get some decorations. What's going on with the roof up there? Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, down below, we have the tree farm. And we have the bone meal. This is done by Big Booty 17, I believe is the name of the YouTuber. And basically you sit in here and you plant trees. And so we have all these saplings. We have saplings that are going to get sent up to me. And the trees then grow through the bone meal. This updates when logs form next to it, causing the pistons to push up just in time for this TNT duper to explode. Perhaps I should demonstrate it because it is quite cool. This is totally AFKable. All right, so with a flick of the switch and a hop in a bucket, we will be able to produce trees like it's nobody's business. Let's watch the time lapse. So I think you get the point. Let's get down here before we blow this whole thing up. So yeah, it produces about 1,400 trees per hour, which is about 45,000 logs an hour. Yeah. Yeah, let's head on over to the shopping district so you can see my shop where I'm selling that. And in the meantime, I don't know what we're doing here. I showed up to give Freebie some seeds. And for whatever reason, it was decided that we were all going to stand on a cactus. Do we verbalize this in any way? No. Somehow the cactus made an appearance and one person stood on it and then another. Eventually all four of us were standing on the cactus, seeing how long we could last without falling off or getting pricked to death. I was the last one standing, and I never fell off. Does that make me the biggest prick? That's up to you to decide. All right, and we are back in the shopping district. Let's head on over and see how that looks. And this is where I sell tough bricks that I got while doing the trial chambers. This one seems to be quite popular, as not so much this one, but people want tough and polished tough apparently. And then here we have the logs, which not a lot of people have been on lately, and that's fine. I actually need a lot of the pale oak logs for something very important. If it's not already obvious, I am one of the members of the Syndicate, and I don't take it lightly that we are being pursued just to try to balance things. That's all we're trying to do. We just want balance. And so when we get pursued to make things balanced, that means we need to pursue the pursuers. And so I have about 2,000 creaking hearts. And I now have in my personal possession 75,000 pale oak logs, which means we need to work on getting a resin farm started. If you didn't know, you can just simply make creaking hearts from resin. So let us maybe contemplate what we might do to the ASL. Actually, I should say they're called the Guardians now, so it's very unfitting that it's just a PvK build. I think it needs to be a brand new structure. And I say that because it pales in comparison to the Syndicate's secret lair. Oh boy! Ah! Run! Run! Come at me. Come at me. So now that we are safe from the phantoms, I suppose it is time for me to show you the Syndicate's secret lair. Let's head there now. Welcome to the Syndicate lair. I suppose I should properly robe myself. Ah, much, much better. So, you might be asking yourself, what are the Syndicate's goals? The Syndicate's goals are to maintain balance. When there is an imbalance, the Syndicate steps in and fixes them, corrects them. You might also ask, how many members are in the Syndicate? Well, that is just for you to find out. But here is my spot. Ah, it's nice and cozy. Very, very nice and cozy. Anyway, we should probably go and do a few other things today. So let's get to it. First, we need to exit out of here. Nothing down this path. And, well, I have gotten just a little bit carried away with working on some things. Yeah, let's quickly run through what I have done. First and foremost, I moved the portal, which was over here, into a brand new structure over here. I did so because this is closer to where it is in the Nether. And yeah, it's just a little bit further away than where the spider spawner is. So we go in here and head down this way. There's a little hole that goes down. We'll check that out towards the end, but let's continue the tour above ground. And as you can see, it loops around, connects into my base. I'm probably going to move these crops. And yeah, I have been organizing a few things. And I added a mod just so that it's a little bit easier to find things. But just ignore all of this because it's just temporary. Definitely temporary. Definitely not going to leave this like this. Heading back outside, we have the courtyard. I kind of just skimmed over that. We have a statue there. A custom tree, which I really like. This is my very first custom tree I have ever done. And it's hard to see, but there is honeycomb underneath it. Sometimes it shines through, sometimes it doesn't, but then to add a little bit more of that orange pop, I put some resin in. I've added a pond. Just a very simple pond with some fish in it. There's a little tunnel through here. Little forest. Over this way, we have our way down. Oh, it's a little dark. It's a little dark. Oh, did he jump? Guess I need to add some lights here. I still need to work on this bridge. Lots of other details. But yeah, if you head over this way, we have the access down to the AFK area. Which, yeah, it's still the same AFK area. We'll head back on up. Again, any chests you see are just temporary. Absolutely temporary. Please ignore them. I've been starting to fill in some of the structures here. A lot of them are just going to be empty. As I mentioned earlier in the video, my original plan was to have like shops all in here with actual villagers set to the roles that would be selling certain things. I would go there. Maybe one shop might sell the supplies I need to purchase things in the other shop. Ouch. Rude. And yeah, it's coming along. Let's head on down to the spider spawner. Just a little fun pocket into a skeleton spawner. And then heading on down this way, we have the stairs that lead to here and a portal. So the same old spider XP farm. Hasn't got too much use nowadays. But yeah, if we head through here, see that the tunnel is being made to go to the spider farm. The original portal to my base is still right here. And I do need to decorate this. but that is a lower priority as the base needs to be filled out as much as possible. Heading back to the base. I greatly enjoy how it's coming along. I do want some paths heading out in the other directions. Put some signs up. You can see here it's nice and secure from pillagers. Actually, if I stand right here, I think I'm fairly safe. Yeah. They do like to make an appearance pretty much every minute of every day. Down below, you can see I definitely need to make some roadways. I'm going to worry more about the structures first. But there will be a roadway heading down this way. We have a path up above there. We have the side of this structure. I do like it quite a bit. I'll probably have to add some more plant detailing. That's always a final thing that I do. And over here, you can see there's some more path, although I don't really have it connected to anything, so we're just going to have to jump over. But it's this nice little walkway, and it heads down to the cherry grove. It kind of just terminates here. We'll figure out exactly what I want to do from here later. Again, we have very few days left. But if we head back this way and take the stairs up, we will arrive at the other terrace. Would you call this? Would this be a terrace? Definitely needs some plants in here. This was originally where I was going to put a bunch of wool storage. That's probably going to change. I'm probably just going to keep wool in a chest on the second floor. Oh, and speaking of which, we should probably check out the interior because there's quite a bit going on that I haven't shown you yet. We have stained glass windows. And we have villagers. Just a ton of villagers. I hate having them like this. But it is what it is, as I can't spend the time moving them around all over the base. I've finished most of the interior walls correctly. More masons. More librarians. Little AFK sugarcane up above there. And up here, lots of empty space. But I'll figure out how I want to decorate that later. But I have my villagers, which 3 of them give me golden carrots for emeralds, which is wonderful. And I also have these guys here. Levi was the only person that I've name tagged. And I believe his cousin, Eugene, lives over at Isolac's base. Some of the ceilings, some of the walls aren't complete, but they will be done soon enough. This is my cobblestone generator. I'm probably going to lower the ceiling here. This is where I just kind of do my AFK cobblestone. And all the way down, nothing much is different, other than the fact that we should... Oh, right. I've been manually sorting these. Definitely need to employ some golems in the next season when I have a skeleton farm, because, oh boy, do the bows and the armor get tiresome to sort. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. Oh, Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It appears my companion Non has found something. I had sent him on a quest. I think I might know what he found. I guess you'll have to wait for the next episode to see exactly what is in store. Goodbye.